What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. This has been a story I've been following for a while on this channel. Kind of the collapse of the entry-level fast food. I mean, people are fed up. They have said, I've had enough. They're leaving fast food in droves. I'm convinced that if McDonald's didn't have its like coffee arm or whatever, the McCafe stuff, that they would be in far, far worse position than they really are. Now they're actually getting desperate, and they're trying to. Their big plan is to launch a fast food value meal that is. I know this might be shocking to you. That costs as much as fast food should cost. I don't even really know how else to describe that, but more and more videos like this are going viral every day because people just don't understand how we got here. And I've got a bit of the history that I'm going to share with you because, look, I understand. I read the comments. A lot of people say, well, I haven't eaten fast food since XYZ, or I don't eat fast food. A lot of people do, though. And, you know, for working families, people on the go, people who are delivery drivers, people who are over-the-road truckers, fast food is still a big part of their lives. And, I mean, I just want to share this video. I've got a couple of these. This is the Big Mac.
I'd be shaming y'all. Got a Big Mac, right? I was like, damn, this shit thin. Look at this patty. Y'all,
look at that.
Thin.
That patty is like a sheet of paper. I mean, the pickle is bigger than that.
What?
That's like a paper thin patty. Now, maybe it's just like a weird thing. They didn't get it. But I mean, look, the pickle is twice as thick as the patty. And that's nothing. There's lots of videos like this. Here is a TikToker talking about their recent meal that they got.
A number of other things, but $16, $16 for a burger, a large fry, and a drink. It's just crazy.
Now, to be fair, it looks like he has a double quarter pounder and a large fry, so that is a bigger, more expensive meal. But it's still
McDonald's.
Insane.
So I get there's a labor shortage. I get there's wage increases and a number of other things, but $16 for a burger, a large fry, and a...
Now, they are trying to, I noticed, McDonald's is trying to mitigate this. But now it's like McDonald's considering $5 meal deal to lure back inflation hit customers. Alternate title might be McDonald's considers pricing as appropriate for McDonald's to get customers back. I remember, now again, I get it. Like every time I say this, I'm like, dang, I am old. But like extra value meals used to be like $3, $4. And if you got like the double quarter pounder and you got it supersized, it might be like $5 or $6 or something like that. But now an extra value meal is $10 to $15, just to show how much inflation has hit these chains. By the way, McDonald's inflation is like enormous, well above the mean. Well above the mean. And, yes, there is hey, you have to pay every employee $25 an hour stuff, but the inflation inside of fast food is bananas. Americans are choking on surging fast food prices. I just can't justify the expense, one customer said. Kevin Roberts remembers when he could get a bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a drink at Five Guys for $10. But that was years ago. When the Virginia high school teacher recently visited the fast food chain, the food alone without beverage cost $20. At 38, now he only gets fast food as a, quote, rare treat. He told CBS Money Watch, nothing has made me cook at home more than fast food prices. Roberts is hardly alone. Many consumers are expressing frustration at the surge in fast food prices, which are starting to scare off budget-conscious customers. A January poll consulting from Revenue Management Solutions found 25% of people who make under $50K were cutting back on fast food, pointing to cost as a concern, which, cost was never an issue with fast food. It was always like, it's greasy and it makes you fat. It was never like, oh, it's too expensive. Fast food prices have went up over the last 10 years. The personal finance site found that the price of a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's has more than doubled from 2014 at $5.39 to $12 this year. Bidenomics, right? Other restaurant chains have also jacked up prices. Finance Buzz says between 2014 and 2024, Popeyes, Jimmy John's, and Subway's have increased their price 86, 62, and 39%. 40% is actually, that's high, but it's nothing to write home about for a 10-year span. The price of a 2-piece chicken combo at Popeyes went from $6 to $12, while an 8-inch sub club tuna from Jimmy John's rose from $5.75 to $9.10. Now, of course, restaurant chains are pointing to rising labor costs as a key factor in driving up prices. As the United States, 22 states raised their minimum wage in January. Yeah, but that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. Yes, it's part of it. But, there's also the rapid inflation. It is like nonstop. It's so high at places like McDonald's and 75, 85, 100% at some of these places. Our analysis of financial data in the past decade finds increased fast food industry operating costs and rising markups, meaning they're increasing their profits, right? Suggesting affected employers can absorb the increased operating costs associated with higher industry minimum wage without increasing consumer prices or reducing employment. Jack in the Box, Jimmy John's, McDonald's, Popeyes, Subway, and Yum did not respond. For now, companies appear to be looking forward towards rewards programs, discounts, and mobile apps in an effort to keep customers loyal. Well, McDonald's has started doing was they're pushing discounted pricing if you use their app. All that means is if you use the app, right, now they don't have to pay somebody to take your order. By the way, generally the McDonald's that I go to, the people that seem to work there are barely above cognizant. But now McDonald's is trying to launch a $5 meal deal to lure back customers. Well, let's hear what's in it, right? McDonald's reported preparing a $5 launch a $5 meal deal to bring back low-income customers who were priced out. The menu prices have soared to include an $18 Big Mac and $6 sides of hash browns. The affordable menu offering could either include a McChicken, which, by the way, used to be on the dollar menu, or a McDouble, which, again, also used to be on the dollar menu. For reference, a McChicken at McDonald's Outpost in Times Square is $6 for the sandwich alone, which includes a breaded chicken patty, shredded lettuce, and mayonnaise. A McDouble, meanwhile, which boasts 2 beef patties, retails for $6. Another item that, by the way, used to be on the dollar menu. A side of small fries in the location adds $4.49, and a soft drink is $3.19. Without being offered up in a $5 meal deal, a McDouble at the same item, a sandwich and fries, is $13.50. It wasn't immediately clear in which McDonald's 13,500 plus locations. Well, it's not going to be in Times Square. I guarantee you Times Square is not getting a $5 meal deal. And by the way, it wasn't that long ago that literally every single extra value meal, every value meal McDonald's used to be under $5. Every one of them. I guess the only one that could maybe not be would be the double quarter pounder. Rumblings of the affordable meal offering come as McDonald's CEO told investors of reportedly weaker than expected first quarter earnings. The company would be laser focused on affordability, given how price weary diners have become. Bro, $15 for an extra value meal at McDonald's is insanity. You could get a steak at a mid-tier sit-down restaurant for that. They can't keep blaming labor costs. Yes, labor costs are part of it. Absolutely. But have you been into a McDonald's lately? There's usually 3 people working. At $20 an hour, that means your operating expenses of that store is $60 to $70 an hour. Okay? Double it, $100 an hour. Fine. You see, customers have been fuming for noticing the Big Mac now tops $18 in one location in Connecticut, where an Egg McMuffin is $7.29 and a single side of hash browns is $5.69. Others expressed feelings salty over the fact that McDonald's popular $1, $2, and $3 menu doesn't actually have anything that's even $1 on it. Overall, Chicago-based burger joint has jacked its prices by 100% over the last 10 years. More than 3 times, by the way, the national rate of inflation. So if you look at, you know, okay, if there's inflation, we know that's a thing. And also let's not forget, they're making the burger smaller. They're making the portion smaller. They're putting more ice in the soda. It's insane. $18 for a Big Mac? A quarter pounder with cheese meal is $11.99. That's so wild to me. It's so wild. As the price of McDonald's meals has risen, so too has the rate of inflation. The Consumer Price Index, which measures changes in the cost of everyday goods and services, rose at an annual rate of 3.5% in March. But I mean, that does not excuse the 100% markup in pricing. McDonald's has had fewer staff on the floor. This is just my own anecdotal evidence, okay? Fewer staff on the floor, more automation. Now they have apps so that they can get, you know, fire even more people. They have kiosks that replace the staff in many of these $25 minimum wage towns. So why is it $18 for a Big Mac still? $18 for a Big Mac. Oh, Big Mac meal. McDonald's? McDonald's. A McCrispy, they have for $10. A McCrispy meal, $21.99. Big Mac meal, $21.59. Now, granted, this is Fairfield County with a median income of $250,000. But, by the way, a 20-piece nugget for $18 is the same nuggets that you used to get. A 20-piece for $3. Used to go on Tuesday, whenever my family would always go on like Mondays or whatever day it was where you get a 20-piece McNugget for like $1.99 or $2.99. Big Mac meal, $21.59. $21.59 for a Big Mac meal. Look at this. A McChicken now costs $5. People just got to stop going. This is getting insane. $21. Is this right? This is a rest stop. McDonald's prices are nuts. What's this one say? Big Mac, $17.59 combo. And that's from last year. Now it's $21. Absolute insanity. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember that when you vote in November. We'll talk to you again real soon.